As soon as Ultra Street Fighter 4 was announced, Capcom made sure there would be something on everyone's mind, which is the mysterious 5th character. For those of you who are unaware, when Ultra Street Fighter 4 was announced, besides the changes in mechanics, 5 characters were introduced to this iteration of the series. Well, 4 of them were actually in Street Fighter Cross Tekken and previous Street Fighters, but the fans still were happy to see them added to 4. The 5th character, however, was shrouded in mystery, since building hype for a game is a great method to keep the attention of the consumer when they are waiting, and it's always fun to speculate who it could be. Capcom has kept the character well hidden since no one could learn the identity of the character for over 5 months, so they gave the public some clues to help them out. The notable facts we know about this character is that she's female. This will be her first fighting game appearance, and by that I'm assuming they mean as a playable character, so if they appeared in another character's ending, or had some cameo in a previous Street Fighter game or any other fighting game, they're still in the running. And finally, this character appeared in the Street Fighter comics, which span over the time the franchise has existed, and have had numerous publishers such as Udon. Taking these factors into consideration, I'm going to go over my top 10 5th character candidates for Ultra Street Fighter 4. And since this video is stuck in early January 2014, you may be watching after the character has already been revealed, or hey, Ultra may even be out already. So if you are, let's just retcon the title and say it's top 10 female characters who appeared in the Street Fighter comics at some point. That would be cool in Ultra Street Fighter 4. And yes, we're still including the restricting factors, even though I would have loved to put Dan's father on this list. You know, let's just go back to the first title card. Anyway, these characters will be my favorites of the possibilities, so the ones higher on the list may not be the most likely candidates to be the mystery character. On to the list. Number 10 is Kei, who is Sakura's friend from both the Street Fighter Alpha animated movie and the comics and manga. She likes normal schoolgirl things and actually despises fighting, unlike Sakura. So then what makes her a candidate for Street Fighter? She kind of fit the description, and once I narrowed down all the other characters I didn't like that were applicable to this list, she was left as number 10. They could have some silly plotline to get her in the game. Like, she can be all like, "Oh, Sakura, I don't think you should be doing that." Well, then you have to fight me because my real rival couldn't make it into the game due to copyright reasons. That sounds like a horrible idea, and that's why we'll never see Sakura's friend as a playable character in Street Fighter. However, they do have a third friend that does like to fight. She would be a great candidate, but she was in rival schools. I don't know why I sound so sad. I never really cared for these characters anyway. Number 9 is Effie. For those of you who played Street Fighter 3, you may remember her from Necro's intros and outros, for she was his girlfriend. And if you read the Street Fighter comics, you might have seen her. She was there, barely, which qualifies her for this list. Will Capcom surprise us and put her in the game? I highly doubt it, and by highly doubt it I mean they will never put her in the game. They would at least need to put Necro in first. That's like if they finally put Poison in a Street Fighter game without putting in Hugo after a 10-year gap. It would kind of just be awkward. However, despite how little she appeared in Street Fighter 3, I do believe that she can fight. I mean, look at those eyes. She's definitely hiding something. I don't trust those eyes. I'm watching you, Effie. Actually, you're watching me. Get away. Number 8 is Yoko Harmageddon, the trainer for the Street Fighter Alpha 3 character Armika. Yoko apparently appeared in the comics very briefly, even though I don't have a picture, but the internet told me so, and the internet never lies. Wait, Armika herself is apparently one of the favorite characters of Street Fighter 4 producer Yoshinori Ono. However, despite how much Ono liked her, due to copyright reasons with her creator, Mika could not be included in any iteration of 4. But could including her trainer be a way to at least get her referenced in the game? Highly improbable, since I feel the copyright reasons restricting Mika, if they're true and not a rumor, would likely hamper Yoko's appearance. But hey, it would include a new wrestling character that would likely be different from the other wrestlers in the game, so that would be cool. Maybe she could use her golf cart in that stick as a super? 'Cause it'd be cool? The dream's alive, right? Number 7 is Eliza Masters. Come on guys, she's been in the game as long as Ken has, so she has legacy factors. Plus she's always seen him fight, so she's probably picked up some of his skills. She's even helped Ken train on occasions, and plus she's been in the comics and movies. In reality, we don't really know that much about Eliza. Who knows, when the gloves are off and she's put into the ring, she could be a very strong competitor. And I guess if not, she would be some sort of joke character. But we already have Dan! Okay, fine then. Let's make her like Phoenix Wright in Ultimate Mohr vs. Capcom 3, where she fights sort of accidentally. I didn't like him in that game! Okay, fine. Then let's just make her like Sea Viper and give her technology to fight, like electro fists and burn kicks. That's a horrible idea! Boo! Be quiet, higher pitched voice of me. Alright! Number 6 is Santamu. Now we're getting to the characters that really could be the mystery 5th character. She's a part of M. Bison's elite group of guards/assassins nicknamed the Dolls. 2 of the Dolls have actually been playable in Street Fighter Alpha, and those were Junie and Julie, who basically had the same moveset as Cammy. There are actually 10 more of them that have not been playable, so in reality I could have just put those 10 on the list, but it would have been boring because they would have probably ended up being Cammy clones. So of all the representatives of this group, why did I choose Santamu? The main reason is because she's been on many prediction lists since at some point a supposed silhouette was released of the 5th character. I don't have a picture of it, but the outline did look like her hair. However, I just thought it was supposed to be an ink blot, so I kinda discounted her, but the shape definitely looks like her hair, so she could be a likely candidate. Still, I find Bison's assassins to be a bit boring in terms of probable playstyle based on the playstyles of Junie and Julie, so I was never much of a fan of them. If anything, I'd like this one. Her hair looks the most ridiculous. Number 5 is Saira. She's Ibuki's friend from the Ninja Academy. That's about all I know. When Ibuki's skipping class, she's usually in it, so she might be a better ninja than Ibuki. She also helps her train, at least I think that's her. She likes to wear goggles. I really don't know that much about her. If they do put her in the game, I just hope she's not another Ibuki. And that could be possible due to the fact they trained at the same ninja academy. Saira actually does have her own character model, for she was in the background of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, chasing and talking to Tekken's very own Kuminitsu. Hopefully she was learning some moves, because I think Kuminitsu is cooler than Saira. I'd actually prefer to have Kuminitsu in this game. She's not really using Tekken. I mean, she was in Tag 2, but everyone was in Tag 2. I mean, you had like Eddie Gordo's disco alternate self. But yeah, anyway, Saira, yeah, she's cool, I guess. Number 4 is Goken's daughter. Now this is an interesting one because I didn't even know she existed. She might just be a rumor, or she actually might be his long-lost daughter. However, having any relation to Goken means you might have the Shoto moveset, which is the most abundant moveset in the game. Hadouken! Since nothing is known about her, I can't really predict what her fighting style is or even what her personality would be like. However, if she's long lost, maybe she won't have the famous moves of all of Goken's students. Number 3 is Decaffrey. Now I said I didn't like Bison's assassins that much, but she gets a bit of a pass because she has a claw and this metal mask. This helps her stand out from her counterparts, making her look more unique and potentially giving her the coolest story that I don't know about. However, when she takes off the mask, she really just looks like Cammy. So for her playstyle, if she's in the game, I really hope they don't just take a masked Cammy model and then give her a claw. Because, you know, we haven't seen something like that before. I don't get it. What does Vega have in common with her? All he has is that claw. Wait a minute. Number 2 is Po Lin, Chun-Li's cop friend from Hong Kong. Outside of her appearance in the Street Fighter comics, I've never seen her cameo or referenced in the game. Since Chun-Li uses a different fighting style from Po Lin, we shouldn't have to fear Po Lin having Chun's moveset, since that sometimes happens when characters are associated with each other. I'm assuming her police training will affect her moveset, as in how she fights. I don't think she'll bring her arsenal too. Maybe she could have a parry move, which I only thought of giving her based on this one panel in the comics since she's dodging those kicks like a champ. So for number 1, I chose my personal favorite of the candidates that I found, one that seemed like she'd be the most interesting to play, and that is First Lieutenant Lita Luanda. She's a member of Cammy's current elite squad Delta Red. She's been in the games as a background character ever since Cammy premiered. She's the melee weaponry expert of the team, and her attire is similar to that of Cammy, except she's wearing one pant leg. Yeah, I guess that's more feasible than Cammy's outfit. It's also, I think, the first time I've ever used the singular form of the word pants. Although she is a weapon expert, her main tool is this massive sword here. I think being a weapons expert, she will have her own moveset that doesn't reuse Cammy's base move. I mean, it is hard to spiral air with a giant sword. And that sword might as well stay when she fights, despite the fact it's a street fight. I mean, no one ever stops anyone else from bringing oil, throwing kunai, or picking up hatchets to use in battle. Plus, it's a cartoony fighter anyway, so no one will get hurt. I don't know if this is the character Capcom had in mind, but I think of the eligible characters, Lita would be a strong and unique character to add to the cast over other characters. So, with that being said, let me know who you'd like to see in Street Fighter based on what info Capcom gave us, or who you'd just like to see in the game in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.